Okay, so I'm gonna do something different today. This is gonna be a review of the KO Dx9 Hulkie that I got from AliExpress. Now I don't know what brand this is, and if anyone wants to know what particular store I got it from, just message me and I can put it in the comments. But yeah, it's just called the 6-in-1 transforming. Nice image of Hulkie there. 6-in-1 transforming construction vehicles. It literally comes with just this box. So yeah, nondescript box. Inside the box will be the figures in two trays, right? 3 figures for each tray, and then comes with a clear enough set of instructions. I mean, the transformation on these guys are not really that complex, so you don't need a complicated set of instructions. So yeah, in terms of accessories, I believe the original came with like G1 guns for these individual robots. Unfortunately, this set doesn't have it. I believe some KOs have it, others don't. So this particular KO doesn't have it. I don't mind because they stay in combined mode anyway, but do bear that in mind. Other than that, you have the Devastator gun. Let me just show you how it looks like. Very simple scope, but it's you know, good enough, right? Nice representation of Devastator's gun, and no hollowness like the Hasbro ones. Aside from that, it also comes with the fists of Devastator, and I just keep them in the robot. So let me just show you how it looks. So in the robot, just stays like that for me. I mean, you can take it out, and if you take it out, it'll look something like this. So you know, there's still an arm there anyway. And from the front, like you can see this guy, you can't really see the hand. So we'll go through articulation of the hand later on. But yeah, you can just keep it in the robot, so you don't lose it, right? It doesn't hurt. Only thing is, when you look at the back, you'll see it there. But you know he's a combiner, so you can forgive him for that. And you can remove it, like I said. So yeah, nice little set. Let me go through what I'll do is we'll go through each of the robots quickly, and then we'll move on to transforming them to vehicle. Then we'll try to combine them from there. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the leader, which is Scrapper. Similar to the Hasbro Titan class, this guy seems to be one of the best designed ones, but that's just because he's probably the simplest one as well. So you know how he is when he's a combined mode. Is just the tractor, is just this thing standing up. So it's very simple. So looking at the details, the head is really G1, nothing much to complain. Really nicely done. From the sides, very clean. From the back, again, very clean. Now, don't mind the stickers. It didn't come with any stickers. Those stickers came from Toy Hacks, which I actually acquired from my membership in TCCA. But they're pretty cheap on Toy Hacks, and I'm sure you can get some on eBay as well. So yeah, nicely done. In terms of articulation, almost all of them will have no head pivoting. All of the joints are ball joints, so the arm is on a ball joint. Normal ball joint. Ball joint on the elbow, nothing on the wrist, nothing on the waist. Ball joint on the leg, and the joints are very tight as well. Hinge on the upper leg. There is a hinge on the swivel there, a mushroom peg swivel. Hinge there that goes very deep just because it's hollow. And then the feet can go a little bit up and down due to transformation. So really nicely done, Scavenger. Now let's go to Mixmaster, which I believe is the weakest of the bunch. Sorry, Mixmaster, you were the weakest one in the Titan class. You're still the weakest one here. What can you do? So yeah, first off, the head, very G1. He has his iconic head guns, which can swivel up and down. Nice details there. No paint, unfortunately. But what can you do? Arms, And yeah, I think the worst part is the design on the feet. Probably would have rather him not having toes and just have it like that, because this design is just, yeah, bad. From the side, he looks a little bit thin, especially if you remove the hand. So yeah, but that's, I guess, by design and because of the mixer there. And his feet is perpetually slanted forward just because of the design. Then from the back, you know. In terms of articulation, nothing on the head. Ball similar to Scrapper, but he does have the benefit of having a swivel there. So, you know, some dynamic poses there. The waist, you can do that, but that's more for ankle pivot on Devastator mode, but you can do that. So if you want to do like a what is that Dragon Ball pose, you can do that, but not the other way. And then ball on the leg, swivel, 90 degrees on the knee, and his footsie, the toesies goes up and down. Now, because of the design of the feet, he's really difficult to stand, but you can get him to stand with a little bit of effort. Okay, so next one, this one is Scavenger. Now, unlike the Titan class, I really like the design on Scavenger and, you know, Bone Crusher as well. But yeah, this one, as usual, the tracks will form the legs. It's really nice. Now, difference between him and G1 and the Titan class, the shovel is there, which is not too bad. But then he loses his iconic convex design on the chest. It's not a big loss. The head, very G1. So yeah, up, and then you can remove this hand as well. Otherwise, you can keep it there as well. In terms of articulation, he shares the same articulation as Mixmaster. Nothing on the head. Actually, you can look up and down on the head, gust transformation. He also has that swivel there. Oh, sorry, no, his swivel is downwards, so that's not really useful. Ball joint there, ball joint the elbow. His crotch can go that way for transformation, but you know, this is fixed. Ball joint there, swivel, no, ball joint on the knee, and then swivel on the feet. So really nice. Done. Next one, we go for Hook. So Hook, again, very simple G1E design. Nice head sculpt there. You can see Devastator's head peeking through the hole, and you can argue you can cover that up, but if you can cover that up, it'll be hard to take the head out. So I think that's why there's a hole there. And you have options, so we'll go through that later on. So nice design from the side. Now he does have this Hook ponytail, right? So you can imagine he's like Majin Buu or something. But yeah, in terms of articulation, does have that swivel there. Otherwise, nothing on the head. Same as everyone, nothing on the head. Ball there. Ball in the leg. Mushroom peg. Deep knee bend. But that's it. And you can move his hook here. Now, I mentioned you have options on the Devastator face. You can actually have it turned around so that the back of the head is, the face is facing this way, and then you cover up the face there as well. So that's an option. But then what will happen is it will be protruding as well. So, you know, give or take, there's not a perfect way of doing it. I think this is good enough. If I didn't mention to you that the face is there, you wouldn't really notice it. So yeah, that's Hook. Stand, Hook, stand. Okay. Next one is Bone Crusher. Again, I really like this design where threads become wheels. So yeah, similar to Scavenger, I really like the design on Bone Crusher. First off, let's look at the head. Really nice head. You have that shovel at the front. Really nice design. The side looks clean. The back, again, there's the hand. In terms of articulation, nothing on the head. Swivel, ball joints all over. Now, the one complaint I have with Bone Crusher is, see, he has a place for an insignia there, which is his usual place, right? Every Bone Crusher has a Decepticon insignia there. So there is a place for insignia there, but it's really warped. It should be tall, not wide. So I couldn't find a sticker that will fit there. The only exception is if you get the official DX9 Hulkie set from Toy, not official, DX9 Hulkie set from Toy Hacks, that will fit there. But other than that, your normal ones from your normal sticker sheets, you're gonna be hard pressed to get one to put there. So yeah. Oh, I didn't know this Scavenger was is lying down. Just stay there, Scavenger. Last one is a long haul. So long haul, I like how his proportions is a lot better than the long haul from, you know, the long haul from the Titans class set, right? It's pudgy and short arms and all that. This one is a little bit better proportioned, but then in terms of the combined mode, the combiner, the Titan class Devastator is a lot better proportion. So I think that was the trade-off. But this one is not bad. So looking at the head, really nicely designed G1 head. Again, nice design. I wish they painted the windows, and that goes for everyone. But yeah, nicely designed from the side, very clean from the back. Now he does have the crotch piece for Devastator just hanging on his back, and you can just fold that out or what if you want to make it less obtrusive. But you know, that's a trade-off that you have to live with, I guess, but it's fine. In terms of articulation, he's the only one with the head swivel. It's actually a ball, and the ball is attached to the base. That's a Toy Hack sticker. He does have ball joints there, and due to transformation, he does have that butterfly joint, ball joint there. Nothing at the waist unless you mistransform him, so you can mistransform him to have ab crunch if you wanted to. He does have hinges there, two hinges on the thigh. No upper thigh swivel, but that's fine, I guess. You do have that hinge there, which goes deep. If you fold the wheel up, you can go deeper. See how deep you can. Yeah, you can go deeper, a little bit deeper before it hits there. And yeah, that's it. You also has that, but that's for Devastator mode. So yeah, that is long haul. So let's get them all transformed. Okay, so transformation for these guys are really simple. Let's start with Scrapper. First thing you do is you push his head down, and then the feet you pull out forward and then hinge down. Do the same on the other foot. Peg them together. Rotate this in. So you're supposed to do that first before this. If you put this first, then you'll have problems. So you have to do it this one first. Make sure it's flush there. And then you have that peg on the hand. We'll peg into that peg there. So just do that. We'll accordion into the body. It's not hard, it's just hard on camera. The angles of my body while I'm transforming this. So yeah, there's the transformation, and there he is. So again, repro-label. So yeah, really nice, nicely designed vehicle mode. There's that gap there, but no, that's okay. He does have a posable bucket there on 3 hinges. This hinge is a bit loose. What can you do? Not too bad. And the wheels do roll. One of the few who has rolling wheels. Oop. Or freely rolling wheels. So let's do Mixmaster. Mixmaster again, very simple. Fold that up. Then the arms you're supposed to rotate, and then accordion in, and then you just peg that into that slot. Do the same for the other hand. And then the feet, you're just gonna fold up. That's a repro label. Peg the feet together, and then you just rotate that way. So yeah, that's the mixer. Again, another nicely done vehicle mode. You can compress that further. The wheels don't roll on this guy, and that's a common problem to a few of these, but that's fine. It's very small. I don't mind it at all, so it doesn't roll. The mixer does spin, so yeah, not too bad. Let's go for Mr. Who's this? Scavenger. So for transformation, first thing you do is you extend the shovel piece, extend the bucket. So you see this thing extends. Rotate the head in. Now this one, again, you can remove the hand or not. It's up to you, but he's supposed to accordion it this way so that the hand is outside. Normally just remove it. So let me remove it for the purpose of the showing you what it looks like. So it's just like that, and then the hands, this hand is gonna position itself that way, and then this hand is gonna position itself this way, similar to, who's that guy? Was he Scrapper? No, Scrap Metal. Similar to Scrap Metal from the Devastator from the Studio series. So yeah, the legs you just fold up and then rotate that forward, and then see that peg is gonna slot right there. So it's that second slot from the bottom. So yeah, there you go. That's Scavenger. So like I said, you can put the hand in there. It doesn't hurt anything in terms of the articulation or whatnot, so I just keep it there. It does mean there's a hand at the back, but I'd rather have that than lose it. So yeah, now in terms of articulation here, his bucket moves. There's also a swivel there, and there's also a swivel at the base, so 3 swivels there, and then the entire thing rotates as well. So really nice. No wheels like Mixmaster. Now we'll do hook as well. Is pretty simple. So first thing you do is you peg the feet together, rotate them around. The arms you just rotate up and then rotate that way, and then that slot, and then that peg will go in that slot. So you just do that. Same here, and then this hook will just go that way. So yeah, that is hook. That's a repro label. So again, the wheels don't turn on this guy. You know, we can forgive it. It's a tiny figure. The hook itself is on 2 joints, one that way and that way. It doesn't extend, but you know, it's okay. Let's go for Mr. Bone Crusher. Again, very simple transformation on this guy. Let's start with the hand. We rotate it that way, similar to what we did for Scavenger. Pull that out all the way. The head just goes up like that. The arms will go, okay, so you need to rotate the ends that way so that the thing is pointing down. That peg will slot into that slot. So the ball joint should be facing out so that you can accordion it in like that. So yeah, very simple transformation. And then the feet is identical to that of Scavenger, so do the same thing. And then just position the bucket. So there you go. The bulldozer looks really nice. No swivel here of any kind, but this one does move that way. So yeah, lastly, and maybe the most complex of them all, is long haul, and that's just because he's the core of the robot. So yeah, long haul. To transform him, first off, rotate the head. This ball joint is very tight, so rotate that and push it down. unpeg the waist and accordion it out. Position this crotch piece at the bottom, then put it back in, peg the feet together, rotate this up. This hands, you pull it out, rotate, rotate, and then position the ball joint like this and rotate it like that. So do the same on the other side, pull, rotate like that. Really nicely engineered. And then this last part could be a bit tricky, but yeah, you just need to accordion it in and then position it. So it's the positioning on this guy that's tricky. So you're supposed to rotate the legs up a little bit, and end result is something like that. So yeah, and then the last part is these shin parts. You just fold up and see how there's those pegs that will slot in there. Now this crotch piece, you can just do like that, like a bumper or something. And there you got a long haul in his vehicle mode. Now this one also has rolling wheels. Unfortunately for mine, this one is a bit tight, so it doesn't roll as freely, but the rest does roll. So yeah, those are the Constructicons in their vehicle modes. Okay, nicely done vehicle modes and nicely scaled together as well. Okay, so last part, let me just rotate the camera up a little bit. We'll do combine mode. So first off, I like to do the feet first. First off, for Scavenger, you'll actually have to transform him a little bit. So just pull the pegs out, or the hands out, sorry. Pull this out, and then open that up, and just leave it like that for now. Mixmaster, you're just supposed to fold it like that, and that he's done. Let's put that there. These guys, the arms, you just open that up, accordion the hand out, that way. Repeg this, and this one is your left hand, or right hand, sorry, and there you go. That's your right hand. Of course, you deploy the connector peg, so that's your hand. Let's do bone crusher. It's gonna be pretty similar. Open that up, rotate it down, deploy the connecting port, repeg those, and then position the hands. No, that way. Yeah, so that's the other hand. Now for the more complicated part, we'll do the crotch first. Unpeg this top part. You're practically gonna half transform him to robot, basically. So you do that. You position the legs as if it's in robot mode, like that. You're supposed to peg that, it'll slot there if it wants to cooperate. Sometimes it doesn't. Why is it not slotting in? Just see. Just straighten out the legs. There you go. Position the crotch piece, rotate that out, rotate that out, and then the last part, you have to somehow pull those pegs out like so. Remove the other connector port like that. So there you go. There you go. Now, and then the last piece will be this top part. So this part is a bit cool, actually. So first thing you do is you lift that up. You have transformed the arms. Now you have to remove the head there. So what I do is I take something that I can use to push that out. Let's see, can I use this thing? So just Modoc's hand. You just use something that you can press in to deploy the head. Now that the head's out, you can actually fold that out, rotate the head like so, This is just gonna go this way, and this is sorry, that is gonna go this way, I believe, and that is gonna go that way. Yep. And then this is just gonna, so there's that peg in the slot, so it's just gonna slot that way. Now let's keep it like this for now, and let's start combining. So first off, this guy is poorly transformed, so let's just finish him off. That slot and that slot, you're gonna sandwich this thing in there. So let's sandwich that in. Really nice. Close that is up, and then just peg the hands back together, position the feet. So that's the foot. The other foot, you're just gonna have to peg that in. Pretty easy. Let me lift the camera a little bit. So for the top part, this is a bit more involved. As you can see, there is a peg and a hole, and then you have on the hands a peg and a hole. And the way I do it is I do the hands first. So first off, I peg this one, make sure it's very deep, then do this one, make sure it's very deep as well. So yeah, make sure that's all pegged together, and then you have those two slots. I'll go into that chest hole there. So you just slot that in. Bit difficult in front of the camera, but yeah, you can do it. Oop, that one just decided to unpeg itself. Let me just see if I can peg it without having to remove. Okay, had to remove. Let's do that again. So peg those together and slot the back part. There you go. And then this one is supposed to go that way. The hook part is supposed to close down and split in the middle. Then there's these pegs that will slot in there. It's not a tight fit and it's not required at all, but I like to do it. There you go. And last part, you take those pegs on both sides. There will be slots on both sides as well, so you just slot that in. Go. Do the same on the other arm. And you can position it any way you want. I think officially you're supposed to be positioning it like that, but no, you can do it either way. So yeah, there you go. There you have Devastator in his combined mode. So in combined mode, he looks really good. I mean, the proportions are not the same as your usual Devastator. You see, he's a bit thinner at the top. So I guess, you know, they decided the individual robot modes need to look nicer than the combined mode for some reason. But even with that small caveat, I think he looks really good. So close up on the head. If there's one thing I wish they changed, I wish they changed the head, make it more Devastator like. I think just painting that top part of the head silver would have made a whole lot of difference, but as it is, it's not bad. The chest part, the transformation of the chest is ingenious, although I would comment that does sacrifice that middle part, so you can't put any stickers there, which is unfortunate. You can't put a Decepticon logo there, so that's the only bad part about that chest transformation. The arms are as you'd expect from a Devastator. Really nicely done. And the feet, really nicely done, Devastator. Now the hand gun, how it works is there's that usual peg that you see on the Masterpiece figures. You're just supposed to peg it on the hand. Fortunately, the hand doesn't actually close into it, which is a shame, which means the gun is not really 100% secure. It's secure enough, but you know, when you start posing it, it will get removed. But you know, what can you do? It will stay there if you don't. Once you pose it, it will stay there. So yeah, really nicely done. Now in terms of articulation, the head is on a ball joint. You can look up and down a little bit. This arm is on a swivel. Make sure to hold it there so it doesn't the shoulder doesn't come undone. So this one is in a swivel and you can go out. There is an elbow joint which is a little bit hindered by that sculpt. You can choose to rotate it, exposing that gap, and then you can have a little bit more articulation, which is a good choice, I guess, because if you have in a static pose, that thing is solid. When you have it that way, then that is going to be covering the gap anyway, right? So you know, I think it's a good trade-off. The hand itself, let me remove it so I can show you. It's a swivel there, and then the hand itself, there is a ball joint for the thumb. The fingers, the 3 fingers are on one hinge, and then the pointer is on a separate hinge. So really nice. Lots of poses you can do there. I don't mind that gap, because once I pose it, it's hidden, right? Now let me remove this. It's coming undone. Nothing on the waist, unfortunately. If they'd had this engineered the waist for long haul, that would have carried over to Devastator, but they decided not to do either, which is a shame. Now the legs, there is a hinge there at the bottom that goes backwards, not forwards. This thing is on a ball joint, so you can actually rotate a little bit, giving him a little bit of forward, but that's as much forward that you can give him. But that's okay. You can put him in a few dynamic poses regardless. The leg, there's no upper thigh hinge, but then you can hinge at the knee. The knee, again, unfortunately doesn't go 90. I think if they just rounded out that side as well as this other side, it wouldn't have hurt the long haul vehicle mode or robot mode much, and would have given him a bit of knee bend. As it is, the knee doesn't bend all the way, it just goes up to there. So unfortunate. For this foot, there is a pseudo heel, a pseudo ankle pivot. It's just the bucket on the side. On the other side, it's a full-on ankle tilt. So yeah, nice posability for a Legends class figure. Now for some quick size comparisons, here he is with the core class Megatron. So your official Megatron from Kingdom. Here he is with New Age Galvatron, which is a bit taller. I think he scales better with the core class, but he doesn't look too bad with Galvatron. Okay, and that was a review of the KO AliExpress DX9 Hulkie. So I hope you found that useful. Again, if you want to know which specific AliExpress store I bought it from, just let me know in the comments. I don't want to post it in the description or anything, but I can reply to you or something on a DM to let you know which particular version of it I got. But I believe it's gonna be mostly the same for all of them. So yeah, pretty good quality, surprisingly good quality as well. And the price is not bad. I think I got him for like 30 Australian. So you do the conversion, 30-40 Australian. So not bad for a well-designed mini Devastator. So yeah, if you like that review, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, this has been Grimtrigger, and this has been the KO AliExpress DX9 Hulkie. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.